Ooh. Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another live stream. Outrageous. And it is outrageous, my friends. It is absolutely fucking outrageous. It has been nearly 2 weeks since the last live stream I perpetrated upon you. And for a myriad of reasons, it has been too long. It has been too long. But I am back, and I am, in fact, Quack. How are you feeling? Is everyone okay? How are you? How am I? I'm okay. Welcome, DJ. Welcome, Dushan. Welcome, Dropout. Welcome, Saab. Paroli. Bobby. Germs. Benji. That is an interesting looking bottle. Spaced Out. Thought you were fucking missing. I was going to file a report, says Lily. But you're no snitch, are you? So you wouldn't file a report. Rabbit, welcome. Lots of money. True, our words were eternally uttered. I can tell you safely that I do not have loads of money. And if I ever did once, I don't anymore. Everyone is commenting about how top my banana is, and it is a top banana, I can tell you. I brought it upstairs, for I will have it after the stream. And it will help me. You know? Someone has donated £5 via coffee. It is Andy. Thank you, Andy. You are too kind. I shall reply to you after the stream. Noah, welcome. Pat Lester, Sandra B. Remember to chew it. Says, yes, I don't go down. I don't swallow bananas whole. That's Lily. Oh, is the banana reformulated? I think all bananas are reformulated, aren't they? They're all genetically, they've been like bred, haven't they? They've been like bred to be like seedless bananas or something strange like that. Today I started to like Silver Mountain water after not caring about it for a year, says Spaced Out. What in the fuck is the banana about? That is my snack. That is my snack for later on. The original banana that used to be around has been wiped out. Yes, it has. That's right. I'll have to go to bed, but it's nice to see you back. We'll listen to the live tomorrow morning. Good night, Carl. Have a nice sleep. All bananas are Latafa clones. Latafa. Horrible Middle Eastern brands. It feels like I've been away longer, but 2 weeks is a long time in Streamland. You know? Oh, I might wear this tomorrow. Rich, do you like channels like Sam Macer? He talks about making frags and blending of materials to make frags. Says Spaced Out. I've never heard of him. Never heard of him. There is a lady who has made a bit of a splash recently. Claire Smith. She has been telling people what we already knew. And for some reason, people have paid attention to her and not everybody else who's been shouting about these shenanigans for years. But not to worry. So Yes, she's been telling you about. She's been telling you and me and everyone else about how influencers, quote unquote, make money off affiliate links. The wind here is playing beautifully with my senses, Dushan. Rich, I heard that. Scent of the night is Pure Distance M. Cheers to you. By Radio Animalique says, Paroli. Is Sydney Sweeney reviewing perfumes yet? Huge jugs. Good grief. Fabulous. Let's get an affiliate link started, says Galen. Let's not. Let's not do that. You could buy bananas from your local grocer, you know. Love a local banana. Ooh. Slapped myself in the face with that banana. I know what it feels like. I think me and Galen are going to be doing a stream this weekend. We have a very rare and now discontinued perfume that we both received recently. And we will be doing a unboxing. I watched a dude remake Coromandel. He makes frags in his free time. Very interesting watch. Dream stream, gotta let it out, says Galen. Yes. Eat that banana in one bite, then rant, says Bob. No. Good evening, Jack Attack. Good evening, boys and girls, and all other lurking creatures, says Pradeep. Yes, me and Galen shall be doing a stream, a dream stream, from the Korean team this weekend. Saturday, I think. Probably not Sunday, because Sunday is my fragrance rotation day. And I do not like to stream on a Sunday, unless it's a gaming stream. You know, Pradeep sent a sample of fucking paddock, and I promptly lost it. Or what I should really say is he didn't label it, and then I put it down amongst a bunch of other samples that weren't labeled, and now I don't know what's what. You know? I'm a silly boy. A silly boy. So, fuck. Not to worry. I'm sure it'll turn up. I also have some vintage Serge Lutens coming this week. So, that was a boon. Scent of the day is Eli Saab's number 6 Vetiver. Just arrived today and I am enjoying it right off the bat. Why did you spray it on your bat? I saw 2 new Atelier des Eaux came out today. What are they? I don't hate Atelier des Eaux. I think they're quite well made, but you get them at discounters. Don't pay full price for them fucking shenanigans. You know? That's foolishness. Yeah, I picked up Iris Fauve, which I quite liked, but it was very mushroomy. And I just thought Bois d'Argent was much better, and it didn't feature the note of fucking deepest mushroom, you know? So... Excuse me. I just sold the Iris Fauve, but I only paid half price for it, so... You pay half price for anything and you're doing well, aren't you? Take a bite and talk about your long. No, stop trying to get me to bite bananas. Am I le poil pour l'ombre? What's that? Lune Feline, nice cardamom, says Pradeep. Best cardamom you can find is in those Neela Vermeers. Good grief. Cardamom ahoy. Excuse me. One is a soft leather rose, femme leaning. The other is a gourmandish smoky tea scent. I smelled Fusion by Acro when I was in Leeds. Not great. No, not when I was in Leeds. When I was in Newcastle a couple of weeks ago. Went and met Alan Hansen. Alan Hansen will now be returning to America. Had a great time in Leeds. Lovely to see Alan and Wes. And absolutely battered me at what it did. I was absolutely wrecked when I got home. Straight to bed. Asleep at 6 o'clock. Didn't wake up until the next day, really. And then I started feeling better. That was the first day that I actually felt better in about a week. So at least it began to happen, you know. And a certain influencer actually spend money for once, says DJ, which I'm not sure. Doesn't sound like something that would really happen. I haven't smelled them yet, just reading the notes and brand info, says Divine. Mitch, have you played Death Stranding? Not yet. Give myself 2 hours and thought, wait, this is the whole game. It turns out, yes, it's a game about carrying things and trying not to trip over. Outrageous. Ew. Was thinking of blind buying the tea scent. I advise against blind buying. Did you try those girl on samples? Not yet. I didn't do anything last week. I did I think I did an unboxing. I did a haul video where I unboxed loads of stuff, and then I was just like, whoa. You know, I like to do at least one video that isn't the fragrance rotation every week, and that was a nice, easy one because I was just ill. I was ill as fuck. I didn't have tonsillitis because that's a bacterial infection, but my right tonsil was swollen almost completely shut. If it had been on both sides of my throat, I would have had to have been to the fucking hospital. I would have had to have been to the hospital. I could fucking barely like eat food or anything. Drinking water, I was dehydrated the whole time. It was mental. I eventually had to introduce codeine and ibuprofen on top of the gabapentin and paracetamol I take every day, and then I was still on at the doctor's. I did 3 throat sprays in. 3 throat sprays. All those throat sprays you get. Absolutely fucking mental. I'm not going to smell that new Oud for Greatness flanker though, says Divine, and only Divine is looking to do that. Trey E is fantastic, says Parodi. It's one of those Serge that's available only in the Graziel, says Parodi. What is? Hello, FI. Products should be easy to find. Horseshit smell is unique. Tune in on Saturday when me and Galen will reveal all. Kabir, welcome to you. How are you? Poo Duck, says Parodi. Harsh. Empty Sense, welcome. What are your favourite of the Acros? Well, I did do a sampling series playlist on them, so if you'd like to go and watch that, that will help. But I actually like the ink. I actually like ink. It's a really smoky vetiver fragrance, really nice. And the girl in the department store with the nice arse said it smelled fantastic on us. If I didn't like it, I'd sell it on for a small loss, probably, says Divine. James is wearing the Profundus. Hurry, says Galen. Girl April is half over. Strep. I don't know if it was strep throat, but fucking hell, it hurt. And the doctor was like, oh, I went and saw the pharmacist. The pharmacist was like, yeah, it's viral. He was like, all you can do is just wait until it goes away. I was like, here, I'm getting the Leeds. I was like, I need like help. I was going to try and get naproxen off them or something like that, but they don't just hand it out. I'm going to speak to my rheumatologist at the end of the month. See if I can take naproxen, add it to my hoo jar. So when I went to Leeds, we were walking round, and poor Alan was carrying the bag, and I felt bad. And we were walking round, and I broke a sweat. And I swear to God, I didn't stop sweating until Saturday. It was fucking crazy. But I reckon that was just... I managed to get it out, I think. I think that's what I needed, like a nasty sweat. Salutations, Tripler. You are wearing vintage Aramie 900. I did order samples earlier today, says Divine. I got MAB Tillier, Marc-Antoine Barrois Tillier specifically, but sniped a couple of other ones on top, including Florico and Penelegans. Expectations low. My paddock should be sent on Friday, says DJ. Ask someone to send you a sample of LV Imagination. The bros love to trash anyone who leaves a negative review of it on Fragrantica and Parfuma. I think we did go into a Louis Vuitton boutique in Leeds, and they had them. They didn't have the really expensive ones, but they had Ombre Nomad. They had Ombre Nomad. I'm sure that did they have Immensity? I was looking for L'Immensité, but I'm sure they had one that began with an I, so it might have been the one of which you speak. Excuse me whilst I hydrate, because I am thirsty. How is the new Parfum d'Empire? Gardenia, says Pradeep. Here you go, Senor Flute. Ink and Night are the two that intrigue me the most, so be sure to check your sampling video later, says Jack. Although my source tells me it's quite tame and I believe him, says DJ. I haven't tried it yet, might get it, however, this week next month. Not sure, I'm under Proxim, but that stuff just stops making any effect if you take it regularly. Oh no, you need to cycle those NSAIDs. Yes. Yeah, the NSAIDs aren't, they're not. Yeah, you want the biologics if you're looking for a reduction in inflammation. Had to lay off the methotrexate. Because that shit is just fucking rough on your immune system. The frag industry have dared, officially a carcass of its former self, says Empty Sense. Would be, but I've been told it's good stuff from a trusted friend, so would be. Rich, what's your thoughts on the original YSL LOM? Actually, I think it's really nice, but it's a bit... The performance is absolutely diabolical. It's absolutely awful, but it smells really nice. Yes, a live stream, great. Hope everyone is having a good day, says Lane. Celebrating OJ's death with a glass of wine, good riddance, cabron, says Tripler. Yeah, I don't think anybody was fucking upset that he's perished, the horrible fuck. I've got another rare Hermes on the way. Fleur de Vigne. Yes, you sent me those the other day. Very rare, that. I still can't get over how quality Encre Noir Sport smells for 16 quid a bottle. Yeah, everybody says it's the best cheapie you can get, and it's been that way for like 10 to 15 years now. It's been like that for 10 to 15 years, you know. They don't get stuff like that wrong very often, you know. That's a weak viral strain of the vid when you sweat like that. Fun when the labs mess around. I have a vivid description of that. So true. I was appalled when I saw the Scents nominee by Fragrance Foundations for this year. They are all rubbish, says Sandra. Lily, I'll give you some if you report to jury duty for me today. You'll have to be there at 1:30 PST. My Vu, welcome. Mistook music to Musk and was very confused for a second, says My Vu. I watched Ramsey's review of Gucci Guilty Absolute earlier. Now I have another wish list edition, says Jack. It's fantastic. It's very, very, very strange, though. It's very different. Smells like bandages soaked in ointment being burned on a fire. Welcome, Xiao. Hey, have you tried the new Caron Pour en Parfum? No. No, I haven't. I'm not a massive fan of Caron Pour en Homme, to be honest with you. I think it's a little bit powdery. It's too powdery. It's too creamy. It's too kind of... I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I was wearing music for a while. There is my music for a while. Today I am wearing Beau de Jour, the private blend version. Fabulous perfume. Fucking immense. Absolutely outrageous. Ramsey seems to only accelerate with time. Scary, says Tripler. Yes, Gucci Guilty Pour On. Gucci Guilty Absolute smells like bandages burning on a fire in a good way. My friends have demolished Acne Studios and I can't wait to smell it myself, to laugh at the comedy as well. It's not great, like. I've got the little decant up there. It's not great. It's really not great, to be honest. Yeah, it's a bit naff. It's a bit naff. Peach. Fabric softener. Creamy. A little bit of sandalwood. Ooh. You know? It's a bit shit. I mean, I don't hate it. But it's not... The fact they've put it in the upper bracket of that pricing as well is disgusting. Is the private blend really that better than the current one? Because that's already smells so nice. So the private blend doesn't have the amber woods in it. It's got like a really fat patchouli in it. Much more like patchouli absolute. Whereas the signature release one is absolutely chock full of amber woods. Horrible. It's really awful. Have you tried any of the Mind Games perfumes? No, somebody asked me this the other day as well. No, I haven't tried them. And they're doing the rounds with the influencers at the minute, which makes me think that they're going to be shit. But we will try them one day. I have many, 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 many other things to try first. Getting round to trying influencer perfumes is kind of the opposite of what I want to be doing. Really poor. Excuse me. Evening, Tim Wilcox. Dushan is going to make his dinner. Not great in a boring or in a who would want to smell like this? Which private blend? Reasonable doubt and fragrance, says Bob. Beau de Jour, top uncle perfume, says Pradeep. Evening, Nick S. So the private blend is more in the spirit of old school, huh? Yes. It's like a better version of Fougère Royale. It's like a Tom Fortified version of Fougère Royale. But you're going to pay a lot of money. The Acne Studio. It's not great. It's not great as in... Acne Studios is not great as in it's not... It's not original, right? But it's not original in the fact that it smells like fabric conditioner, which you've smelled 1 billion times before, probably more than you've smelled perfumes, right? So what they've done is they've taken fabric conditioner and put it in a fucking perfume. The smell thereof. And then they've added peach and sandalwood. And it's like, oh, there's nothing in that perfume, there's nothing about that perfume that you should pay Frederic Mall's top whack for, you know? Rich, what did you think of 80s signature? Pass. I haven't smelled it yet. Peeps meaning crowds or groups are weird with scents. Some don't mind, others will sneer at you like you're cutting off their oxygen. It's a scent, move away, you're ugly, and in my view anyway, says Empty Scents. Fougere Royale Extrait is top fougere, says Pradeep. Scent of the morning was Juki EDT, scent of the afternoon was Mugler Cologne, and scent of the evening is Van Cleef and Arpels Czar. I thought about wearing Czar today, but I went with Beau de Jour instead. I was going to wear Signature Pour On by Zaharoff instead, but I didn't. Not a fair comparison, Duck, says Tripler. Base of Beau de Jour is Patch. Base of Fougere Royale is Tongue. Well, there is Patch in Fougere Royale, and there is Tonka in Beau de Jour. Just differing amounts in each one. I think it's a fair comparison. It might not be a good comparison, but I think it's fair. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Shocking, Frank. That is right, it is shocking. I'm shocked myself. I'll take 2 bottles of Acne, says Brody. Ooh. Oh, yuck, my personal beef with the modern minimalist soapy genre is big, says my view. She's not having it. Frederick Mahler shite, says Tripler. It's starting to look that way, isn't it? Scent of the day is Eau Sauvage, thinking about Beau de Jour for later, says Frank. How is Frank? Do you rate the house of Aritzia Legrand, says Kabir? Yes, from what I've smelled, I just didn't like the stuff. I thought it was good. I thought it was quality, but it just wasn't for me. It's not something I'd buy and wear, do you know what I mean? Like there's other stuff that I've got that's like, I think is shit, but I still like to wear it. I like soapy mixed in a scent. Straight soapy, not so much, says Empty Scents. Oris says, it's too kind to call Acne Studios like fabric conditioner. I am so offended by it. It is offensive. I'm offended by it for many of the same reasons that I'm offended by Uncut Gem. It's like, what you're trying to do, who the fuck do you think you're trying to push this onto us? Like, if you look at that back catalogue compared to what they're producing now, it's absolutely scandalous, like. Does the Acne have any resemblance to M. Mont Blanc Individuel? A little bit. Not a lot, but a bit. I wore Koros. I saw your rotation video. You finally wore Koros again. It's a dirty, dry down indeed, says Frank. I'm struggling with Koros. I won't lie. I will not lie. I'm not getting the soapy aspect, which I really enjoyed. It's a different kind of soap, though, compared to other soaps. You know? State of it. I wanted to buy Fougere Royale for my husband's 50th, says Sandra. I tried it and loved it, but it was one with those rare masculine scents I could not wear as a woman. I got him a sample. He hated it. Harsh. Fougere Royale is subtle and elegant. Beau de Jour is bulldozer. Both have their place, says Tripler. Correct. Lily, I can't relax around your squirty gun. I'll wear Koros to the wedding because I'm a don't finish that thought, says Empty Sense. Or it says, I feel like the concept of Acne Studios could have been good and they completely failed me, personally. A lot of old Marl, that's always going to be great to me, says Frank. Yes. I feel like they're like Chanel, though. They're trading on their reputation now. Like, their actual output hasn't been great, like. Good evening, Drawn by Sense. I hope you are fantastic and fragrance really well. I am. Yeah, I am. Morning, Nick. Morning, Frag, post-shower Frag, and evening Frag when that wears off, says Nick. Do you have the EDT or EDP of 34 Rue Cambon? I don't have Rue Cambon. I have neither the EDT nor the EDP of Rue Cambon. This Pure Distance M is so good, but Shaker Bellamy is even better, says Duchamp. What's up with the initial side effect? I never tried it, shite. Divine will be able to tell you what. He'll be able to give you a better overview review of it than me. But those initials are awful for me. Welcome, Bjorn. Yesterday you got Armani's Stronger With You Oud. Smells fantastic. Very oud, saffron, lavender, and vanilla. Yes. Says Empty Sense. Scent of the Day Black Label by Lantheric. Vintage, says Drawn by Sense. My Voo? Also, do you find Egoist EDT to have a dirty facet? No. Initial wank effect, says DJ. Oh. Pure Distance M is my favourite Bellamy, says Frank. And I have them all. Side effect smells great in the air, says Divine, but on skin, blending with the Hedione is lackluster. It's not Initio's best product. The fragrances, there are a lot of fragrances that do that smell great in the air and smell absolutely awful up close. Awful. I think Drakkar Noir is a bit more like that, although I don't like Drakkar Noir in the air, but it's much nicer in the air than it is up close on skin. Never tried any Initio. Joy Amin, masterpiece. Initio kills bacteria, says 70 cents. I'm going to an event here in Paris on Thursday. Frederic Malle will be there. Please tell him to stop releasing shit perfume. Scented Moments. Zhao says, honestly, Heaven Can Wait restored my hope in Frederic Malle, but I'm keeping my expectations low on Acne Studio as I have yet to try it. It's not great. I mean, you might like it. You know, you wear a shirt. I don't know. You're a happy dude. I think it could go well with, like, if you've got a nice happy disposition and you wear a shirt and stuff like that, and it's a little bit more feminine. That peachy sort of thing gives me feminine vibes. Same with Patchouli Magnétique. Ooh. I'll find some comparability between side effect and Fragrance du Bois Cavort. Scent itself is sweet and warm spicy with mild oriental hint. Initio is a decent brand, just way overpriced. I mean, they're all like that. That's the problem with people who get free bottles. They'll sit there and say, this smells really nice. And you're thinking, wow, you know, that's a lot of money. But if it smells really nice, it might be worth it. And then you pay that fucking money and you think, fuck knows, that is not fucking worth that kind of money. Because it's not worth that kind of money. And the fragrance influencers don't give a fuck because they don't pay for it. You know? It's all right for them. It's easy to say something smells nice when you don't have to fucking pay for it. Taking the fucking price out of the equation completely nullifies your opinion, in my opinion. Because you don't have to pay the consequence. Literally, as if saying, it's like taking fucking effect away from cause. You know what I mean? You've got to have, if you have one, you've got to have both. You can't just ignore one of them. Oh, excuse me, whilst I hydrate. Initio Kill by I'll find some comparability between Joy Amin masterpiece. He's reached his 100,000 and I'm delighted for him. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Initio is a decent brand, just way overpriced. Side effect is loud and unsubtle. Almost uncultured, and I hate that word, says my view. Welcome, Justin Height. At what point can one with a channel get samples, says Proddy. Depends what you mean by samples. Do you mean samples as in samples, or do you mean samples as in samples? You know? Do you mean full bottle samples? Hamper samples? Or do you mean 2 mil samples? Samples that apply to all of us? The rest of the world? Egoist is dirty rich, says Bob. Not for me, it's not. Average ice cream is better than your average fragrance. Discuss. I'll have to think about that. I've got Luban's Claire de Lucy Parfum, a beautiful leather, says Nick. I didn't even know that existed. Outrageous. Tell me more. I have great expectations from Epona. Well, I have a sample of Epona and I have smelled it, and I have also agreed, and I actually have a sample of Epona, not a bottle. Very kindly sent, included with a free bottle that Ramsey got, which was sent to me so it could be given to Alan, which Alan could take back to America and sent to Ramsey very kindly as well, by the way. And I said to Ramsey, I was like, oh, ask Liz Morse to hire a fucking Epona sample for us, will you? And she very kindly did, on the understanding of which I will stick to, because I have respect, that I will not talk about it until it is released. So I am sorry, I cannot talk about it, and I will not fucking talk about it. But I have smelled it. I have smelled it. And those type of samples, by the way, these type of samples, anyone and everybody should get. An actual sample, says Brody. Exactly. If brands sent out sample sets and samples like that, there wouldn't be a problem. You know? There wouldn't be a problem. It'd be fine. You know? Because you can pick up samples like that. I can pick up samples like that. The stakes are much lower, right? There's no financial inducement because, I mean, you're not selling that. I'm not putting that on fucking eBay for 500 quid, am I? You know what I mean? Like, average ice cream. That's baffled me, that trip. That's completely knocked us sideways. I have great expectations. Welcome, Justin Height. Hello, Rich. Hello, Louis. How are you? Scent of the day, Ziggy. Love it comparing it with Sampler in my hand or the Vanilla Sex with Tom Ford, and still Ziggy is way better. Oh, God, yeah, Ziggy's a fantastic perfume, especially if you're comparing it to a lot of modern day. I mean, it's still... The classics are classics for a reason. The classics are classics for a reason. Absolutely they are. You know? Like Guerlain's Vetiver. I still haven't smelled a better vetiver. It's like fucking... This is like fucking 70 years old nearly, man. This. How? Just, you know what I mean? You can't argue with quality. If heaven can wait, restored your faith is about as strong as Jeremy's. Harsh. Lubans are still good, decent brand. Haven't had one in a bit. Bloody expensive though, aren't they? Not cheap. I don't wear a shirt, says Frank. It's not peach. I don't know what the fucking fruit it is. Horace. refusing to hear Peach's good name. Dragged through the mud by Acne Studios. One day at Ruth Chris, I had the whole rest smelling like side effects, says Supply and Demand. 1 cent a day is my limit. Yes, it is for me. Fruit salad. Hello, Herb. It is nice to see you. Rich Mitch still has PTSD from that MFK. It went back and they refunded me. In full, and a fucking good time was had by all except them. It had to go back. It had been sprayed prior to delivery. I'm not having it. I'm not fucking having it. All right? And fair play to Harrods, they refunded it. Fair play. There's a bottle of Reflets de Amber. I shit you not. Is it still there? Let's have a look. There is a bottle of Reflets de Amber. Give me 1 minute. Where is it? It's not there anymore. There was a bottle of Reflets de Amber on eBay, 90 quid full. There's another one here for £175. It's not great, like. Yep, somebody Receipt attached. Purchase from Harrods. Please find my eBay name in the order. Will reveal the total receipt if requested when purchased to confirm it's my receipt and the item is genuine. No offers as I'm already taking a large loss. It's that kind of fragrance. It's a large loss kind of fragrance. There is a 2ml sample here for a tenner, right, on eBay and nobody's bid for it. What is this? Galen has sent me a message and I don't understand it. I saw Sebastian crying about someone making somebody making a fucking copyright claim against his channel. Genuinely looked like he was going to burst into tears. I was like, come on now, Sebastian. You used the photographs without permission. They put in a copyright claim. It's gone to shit. Just calm down now. You've overreacted. Everything could have been sorted out, but it didn't get sorted out. So, that's that. My birthday's in 3 days. Happy birthday, Dushan. Free bottle, huh? Happy birthday, Ben & Jerry's. My view, weird is annoying. The fragrances are getting expensive every year. Complimentary mini is 4 to 7.5ml. Anything up to that is a sample. Thank you. I'm sniffing on this 0.6 of blonde amber on my table when I'm bored, says Divine. All my perfumes are merely samples, says Horace. Going on a hot date tonight, and yes, wearing a Nishio narcotic delight. I like it better than the side effect. Full bottle samples, outrageous behaviour, silly behaviour. It's absolutely scandalous. It really is. And the utter refusal to accept any kind of criticism of that, or no, because I don't think he has rejected any kind of criticism of it. It's just that he's like, no, I'm just not changing. I just don't accept it whatsoever. I use that word in that thing. Well, I could use the word fucking schmoobly dong about fucking, I don't know, socks. Nobody's going to know what I'm fucking talking about. You know what I mean? Words have got to line up with like actions and stuff. You know, that's how language works. You know that. Come on now. Schmoobly dong is not a word. Context. I know it's a given that fries are so fucking expensive. I just can't drop a huge chunk of change on a mediocre and overpriced stuff. Yes, that's the problem. With people getting free bottles, it just makes no fucking difference. It makes no difference to them to say that it's good if it's free. Whereas you're paying a lot of money and you might be let down very much so. You know? Like, I can tell you, do not blind buy that fucking Reflet Standby. In fact, don't buy it. It's not very good. I don't know if you could hear the pure regret in my voice. I was trying not to, but I had to. Where are we? Happy birthday. An actual sample, me too. Dushan, quit your crying. Justin, Dushan, do you have vintage Sung Hong? Anyone tried Gwyneth Paltrow's Candle? The bloke from Coldplay. Me too. Pecan pie. Is your branding different? If a reviewer isn't dabbing a Lucky Scent 1ml sample on the wrist, I don't believe they bought it. That's Robes does that, doesn't he? See you later, Horace. Just when people are saying shocked a certain influencer actually samples, it turns out because he bought something for once. Yes. Dushan, does your Ben & Jerry's have cheeky Eastern Bloc names? I'll be 43 on Thursday, says Duchamp. Why would you want your whole house smelling like that, says Empty Sense. My face ice cream combos, pistachio and dark chocolate. Consumerism brands are all in on influencing the influencers across the board, says Frank. Yes. Guerlain's vetiver is lovely, so refreshing, fabulous. Look at Liz taking care of the duck. Sweet, cute. Yes, she's embraced me into her bosom. Whoa, Guerlain vetiver yesterday, fabulous. Sycamore is a little better vetiver in my opinion. I've got to have duck smell Adidas cologne, says Justin. Oh, thank you. Maybe full bottles count as samples because of the actual price of materials per bottle, says Dahlia. Yes, you can make perfumes for under $1. Expensive perfumes for under $1 as well, yeah. Adidas from 85 is lovely. Yes, it is. My wife just called me an asshole. Emotional damage. The first bottles basically on Linstone. Adidas ADT from 85. I think Terre de Hermes has 2% vetiver. Sycamore has about 20 to 30% vetiver. Pistachio Gelato is outrageous. I paid €50 for 100ml of Adidas. MFK coming out with a solar orange blossom this September. So are Les Indomptables. Les Indomptables are coming out with an orange blossom apparently. Emotional damage. I don't feel safe, honey. I tease. That's very cheap for it nowadays. Spaced Out to Hermes is more citrusy. It does have a lot of vetiver. I tried both the EDT and the Parfum. I love the Parfum. It's beautiful. MFK still rumoured for an Absolute Polar Soir re-release. Yeah, but Reflex de Amber was supposed to be a Ciel de Gum re-release. And a Ciel de Gum re-release, it was fucking certainly not. And what was the other? There was another fucking perfume that was supposed to be going to be re-released under a different name. And what? Dries Van Noten. Fucking Acne Studios people were saying, oh, it's going to be a Dries Van Noten re-release. Bollocks. It was never going to be a Dries Van Noten re-release. That was madness. That was absolute madness to even think that. You know what I mean? They were never going to do that. Here's the same fragrance from one designer, Dries Van Noten, and we're just going to rebottle it. Right? Not even going to rebottle it. We're just going to take the labels off and slap new labels on and say it's Acne Studios, another fucking billion-dollar company. As if anybody involved in that transaction wouldn't have absolutely shat themselves at the prospect. Bananas behaviour. Did you hate Dries Van Noten? I don't hate Dries Van Noten, but I don't like Dries Van Noten, the perfume. Was the Acne Studios a collaboration with Frederick Malle? Yes. Yes, it was. I just remember that rumour flying about and I was like, what? I prefer Bacne. Ooh. Brother, ooh. Galen. Where are we? Jesus. I've just seen what Galen sent us there. Not very kind. FK's rumoured, have you tried a pussy? That's all I can think about when I think of Sebastian. I bought a pound of hazelnuts back from Piedmont. The same that Les Indomptables use. Ate the rest of them that night. Fabulous. Oh, he looks fragile, says my view. Duchamp the 17th or 18th. I feel bad for him. Sebastian's hat. Gosh, do not get me started with ice creams. I used to work for a company that manufactured ice cream. That is my soft spot. I love peanut ice cream and rum raisin ice cream. Narcotic Delight is better than Side Effect. Yep, says Divine. I might buy, but probably not. Nothing sensational. Reminds me a lot of Killian Scents that I own. Apple brandy and smoking hot. Triplet Durin is the best hazelnuts and chestnuts too. My birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Justin Height. Congratulations. I like mango sorbet. I don't know. Sebastian is absolutely loaded. He'd have to be. Sebastian has it so good, doesn't even realise it, crying about buying 50 bottles of expensive fragrance per week. I plan on wearing Terre au Givre the lot this summer. Bought it, gonna wear it. Ultra fresh. I have a gallon of it. It's awful. Does anyone here fuck with oud? I got a regional doors, Indianese in oud, and it's satisfying and tame. Does anyone here fuck with oud? I just want to know what Side Effect is all about. I was talking on the rocks one. I still haven't forgot the original one. How to get a sample? I saw a bottle of it for 400 on Souk. Divine. I know someone who likes the Reflet. Trip to the wine there was also great. 6 Minute Bobby Mitchell's ice cream is the best if you're in the Bay Area. Duncan can vouch for it if he were here. Galen's in the Bay Area, I think. I'm craving to smell Chanel Comet. Did you try it, Rich? Not yet. It doesn't come out until next month here, apparently. Which fragrance did you buy? Triplet Turin has the best hazel. That's right. I think I'm caught up. Good evening. I have a couple of Pashas. I only do Ensar Oud oils. His G2G is best, and my favourite parfum is EO1. I love it. What do you think of Poison Vintage EDT? Potent. Sebastian should just open a store. Doesn't have to stock it, says Empty Sense. I don't know. I don't understand the whole thing. What Sebastian's doing or not doing. God, fucking. I asked him once if he had all these perfumes insured, and he was like, "Oh yeah." I don't know what he gets up to. I don't know what his job is, but it's none of my business either. Do you know what I mean? So he nearly had tears in his eyes when he was talking about getting shut down. He losing his channel, you know. But I don't think he was going to lose his channel. He just got a copyright strike. Calm down. Strikes is the type of person who's never been in trouble a lot, you know, like cried when they got detention at school and stuff like that. Rich has a better collection than Sebastian. Imagine if a burglar entered Sebastian's house, he would only find fragrances, says Bjorn. Bob Ephemer, what happened with Sebastian? He was upset that somebody gave him a copyright strike because he used some of their paid-for photography without their permission. Is it really sweet? I love modern hypnotic poison. I think Seb does have a store consulting studio, says Frank. Initial impression is that Eau Givre is a poor substitute for Ultra Fresh, says Galen. Do you know which small online retailer Sebastian was referring to, Saint Celier? Yes, I did. I've talked about it on here before. Talked about it on stream before. Anyone breaking into Sebastian's house is doing it specifically for the fragrances, says Dahlia. Sebastian is a perfume consultant, isn't he? Yeah, you can ensure. You can sense that he was on the verge of crying during that video. I agree, but I bought Givre, so I'm going to use it a lot this summer. Seb has puppy eyes. I think he always looks next to tears. I've booked on to Comet launch event on 11th of May at Chanel and John Lewis. They call it a masterclass. Should be fun, says Tim. They'll be expecting you to buy it, though. We need a segue. Latest big boobs on your radar, Rich. All sorts of boobs on my radar. Eau Givre is a latest release. It's just a different release, says Paroli. Très Fraîche is excellent. Wore a lot in Thailand all last month, says Frank. Perfect. My Vu Sebastian has puppy eyes. Mitch has duck eyes, says Bjorn. Good luck, Tim. Good stuff, Tim. I think Seb gets money from the consulting and from brands to talk about their stuff. I think he's also got a job as well. You know? I mean, Sebastian did a video on the Brancher board. They have some photorealistic gourmand. My 7-year-old put their chocolate scent on her plush toys. Boobs are irrelevant. Only thing that matters is personality, says Spaced Out. Too far. Boobs are extremely relevant. 125ml of Autre Fraîche is massive. 200ml of Terre de Hermes are massive as well. 200ml, if you will. You know? Big units. Big units. Probably I got several of those. I love the Chanel classes on Saturday morning, says Bob. My view says, have you tried Guerlain's Neroli Outre Noir? My personal fave. No, but Eugene sent me a sample very kindly. Sebastian likes gourmand and vanilla. Seb likes parfum and strong iterations. Shaboof, says Tripler. Yikes. Sebastian gets commissioned for talking about shite, it says under his videos. They should all be forced to put includes paid promotion. The little tag thing that they've got to use. The little tag thing they've got to use in their videos. Which Bertrand Duchefort scents do you prefer? Enchanted Forest. Sartorial. He's good, Bertrand Duchefort. How to send a sample unkindly, says Pradeep. Neroli Outrun was brilliant, says Joe. I never tried DHP and don't want to, honestly. I don't think it's very good. It feels like a sledgehammer. Using a nutcracker, turning it into a sledgehammer. Do I have a job? Do you think I should have a job? Should I have a job? Leave a comment down below, says Smiley Sense. I'm looking at that vintage dark yellow juice of Bois d'Azil. Très Fraîche was in the House of Fraser sale. 200ml bottles for £80. They told me one guy bought 90 bottles in store and online. The whole lot. I found them on eBay. Ugh, what a tosser. That's like 10 grand. In this dating market, nobody wants to get a shitty deal. So she better have Sillage like Sauvage, longevity like Baccarat Rouge, the price of a cornerstone cheapie, and the quality of a premium indie oud house. Speaking of ouds, scent of the day is Clandestine Laboratories Assam. This is the most unique take on oud I've encountered in a long time. It has a fresh, sparkly vibe. If you throw it into the envelope, that's an unkind sending, says Divine. Oh, bash de machine, now look what happened, says Pradeep. Yes, everybody thought it could only get better, and somehow it got worse. I just read a piece about how the dating sites are crashing hard. Thank Jah. Yes. Thank God. Don't meet people on date. I'm surprised there hasn't been fucking murders, to be honest with you. Oh, excuse me. My daughter just loves perfume. I went to the Paris Perfume Week with her. She met Neil Vermeer. My daughter was so excited about it. She loves her scents. Nice. Jubilation 25 by Duchefort. That's right, Joe. And there's a 60-65ml white cap on Souk for €320. Only willing to trade for Clive Christian's hedonistic. I like the Heidi Slimane Dior era, the best Bois d'Argent known and what can compete with the best Chanel exclusives without any problems, says Spaced Out. I just read the comment. That shit was funny, says Margin. Says Divine to Margin Houses. Jubilation makes me feel rich, like I need nothing else. Let's get back to the days when we were trolling for chicks on Friendster. MDCI has some Duchefort gems, says Noah. Howdy, how are you? Never mind, that 2014 Jubilation 25 doesn't have a magnetic cap, it's just a white cap. 2018 reformed Bois d'Argent lasts like 12 hours on me, says Spaced Out. Must check in with Hot Chanel rapper Bloomies about Comet. Sheep Napolitan, says Duchan. Oh dear. Friends, it's about that time in the stream again where I say, if you would like to like the stream, please be my guest. Go right ahead. Knock yourself out. Do as you please. What a lovely return it has been. I have come back, and I am glad I am back. I am back, and I am quack. It has been 12 days since I did a stream. Lumiere Noir is really nice, isn't it? Oh God! Oh, excuse me. Bobby, I bought Swatch Mission and Nocturne while in Thailand. I had a friend with connections to reserve it. All the hype for a toy Omega. Says Frank Neptune. Doing well. Just got the teeth clean. Says 8. I just smooshed the thumb. Ooh. Good to have you back, Rich, says Tim Wilcox. Thank you, and I am happy to be back, thank God. But there was no way I could have streamed. There was no way. There was no way. There was no any way I could have streamed. I was in a fucking... My throat was absolutely in bits. I like the stream 10 hours ago. Says, yes, I put it out early today because I wanted everyone to know I was going to stream, by God. And that we could all come back and be together. And it would be fun, you know? I am going to go and dehydrate. I'll be back in a moment. Please stick around. Oh, what is happening? Hello. There is a strong smell of some kind of fucking... Oh, I don't know what you call it. I don't know. Like WD-40 or some shit. It's in here. It's definitely stinking. And I want it to go away. And I'm wondering where it's coming from. I don't like it. It's very strong. It is not, in fact, my scent of the day. Oh! I started watching content on the toilet, didn't I? I'm a fucking idiot. I'm going to have to question my mother about this. I reckon she's been spraying something in my room. Anyway, now I am back. And it's great to be back. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Let's see what you've been saying. Big fan of the water pick. Live by the pick, says Tripper. Been on a patchouli all week and it was fantastic. I was mosquito worry free. Yes. Welcome, I smell. Take us with you, says James. No. Aren't we smelling good with bad breath, says A. I went on a walk in nature through my backyard and all I could smell was black locust trees. Divine stuff. Bet Rich has wall urinal like a commercial, says Tripler. Right, the banana back there. I know, absolutely not. The banana has stayed with me. I still have the banana. The banana is intact. I will be having it after the stream, so I don't have to go downstairs and get one. Aha! Fantastic. I need a cup. I need a cup of water pick next Costco sale. Sneaky duck. This is my favourite part of the stream, says Galen. Frank, you won't regret it. Tooth meats. All that old juice stinking up the place. Didn't know you had WD-40 EDT by MSCHF. I thought he took the banana with him to the toilet for a minute, says Divine. Tip of the banana has more germs than the toilet seat, says... Ooh. Brother, ooh, how do you know that? Ah, someone's been spraying WD-40 in here. It's definitely been me mother. She is a bad cow. I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it at all. She's poisoned me air. Oh, there's another 5-litre job. Finished. Finished. Tip of the banana has more germs than a banana seed. Use protection, Brody. Bad cow. Bad cow indeed. So, are there any new releases that we are looking forward to? Coming soon. Has anyone heard anything? Has anyone smelled anything? I have a bottle of vintage Rose de Nuit by Serge Lutens and a bottle of Palais Royal Chergui coming by Serge Lutens. And I have heard, I wouldn't have bought the Chergui, but I have heard and I remember there being a massive reformulation in about 2011, 2012, and Chergui became a lot more wearable after. So I want that Palais Royal version. I want to know what that shit's like. I was looking the other day. I have got a shit ton of fucking Serge Lutens backed up. A shit ton of them. It's outrageous. Mother can only be a bad duck, not cow, says Dropout. There's a Royal Crown fragrance coming out likely in July. I haven't seen a note breakdown nor a bottle. Rose de Nuit is top 3 Serge easily, says Spaced Out. I'm looking forward to smelling it. What's it like, Spaced Out? I haven't smelled it, but I'm looking forward to it. I know Iomi Deified is coming within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I will tell you, my friend is selling a lot of Slumber House perfumes. If you're into Slumber House perfumes, my friend, she is selling a lot of them. I will tell you which, if you give me 5 minutes. I will tell you which Serge Lutens she is selling as well. Oh. She's selling a Palais Royal version of Ambre Sultan, Palais Royal version of Foro Noir. Hold on. Rose de Nuit I'm getting. Shen. She's got a Palais Royal version of Shen. It's either 1 or 2 bottles. She's got Palais Royal version of Vetiver Oriental. Palais Royal version of, look at that. Look at that. And then she's got the original version of Iris Silver Mist. I will have to tell you, I don't know what they're fucking called. I would have asked the Fragrance Apprentice, because I know he's massively into them, but I don't think, well, in fact, I'm pretty sure he's not into them now, right? So there's this one. Don't know what that is. Creve, Civet, Jeek, Keist, Back, Crack, Sack, Whack, Fjern, Bizova. I don't know how much she wants for them, but I was like, I would have took all the Serge Lutens that she's got, but she wanted proper prices for them. I was like, nah. I think there was like 5 of them that I wanted, and I was like, oh, I'll give you 600 quid. And she was like, I was thinking twice that, to be honest. I was like, well, fair play. I was like, not off me. But I did get a few of the Serge I wanted. And then she changed her mind on the Iris Silver Mist, which I think is probably a good idea, because you can't fucking replace it, man. And I've got a bottle of Iris Silver Mist. If I didn't, then I would have probably been more forthcoming. But not to worry. Good form. Oh, God, what am I doing? Cafe Tobacco 2 Spaced. I really want to smell that, and it's one of the only ones I haven't got. I've got every single 80s de Venustus known to human fucking kind, right? And the only one I haven't fucking got is Cafe Tobacco. It's one of the only ones I want to smell. Foolishness. Arch foolishness. Does 80s have a new fragrance? Roasted away. It's semi-animalic beeswax with musk and rose. Has a vintage feminine leaning feel. Please let me know what Slumber House she has so I can pass on them all like you did the other day, you shit. Cafe Tobacco 2. Duchefort does all of 80s fragrances? No, I don't think so. Tripler, yes. Yes, apparently so. Tripler, no, not at all, says Galen. You're going to get a lot of freak shows when it comes to Slumber House. Fuck! that guy and their fragrances. I can't be fucking arsed with that fucking emotional problem, fucking sideshow, fucking like temperamentality for the sake of it, you know? No, no, no. There are people who have got fucking problems, who can't get shit done on a day-to-day basis. You make perfumes and stock them in a shop. When someone wants them, you send them. If you haven't got them, say so. Don't just fucking say no. But maybe not. When I see fit, I will release them. Shut the fuck up. You are a naughty boy, not a temperamental artist. Do you have signature Galen? No, that's impossible. If we all keep spending like this, how to live, says Brody. Get them for free, like influencers do. Have you got a backup bottle of your Dior Silver Stem, Mitch? I've got about 4, thank you for asking. Not a single fucking mil of it is for sale either. Yeah. Right, my week's purchases totaled $4. Got a partial of obsession, says A. That's a good price. Times 200 for the duck, probably. Living, what is living, says Dropout. We live for perfume. The perfumer fried his brains on research cams. You're pretty much buying shit off a smackhead on the Glasgow corner, Rich. Yes. I don't care about owning. I just want to get a sample, experience a scent, and move on. Personally, says Spaced Out. Yeah. Most of the times, I mean, I really put in a lot of effort into not buying vast fucking hauls of perfume anymore. I say that as I've bought more perfume this year than I had by this time last year. But I've definitely slowed down a lot. A lot of the perfumes I've bought this year are Serge Lutens, and they don't go into the accounting, to be honest with you. They are different to the rest of the fragrances. They exist outside of time and space. I just don't take them into account. I just buy them. I just buy the Serge Lutens. As long as they're not silly prices. I had the chance to get a vintage Musk Kublai Khan as well, but she made a really fair point. She was like, there's a 3/4 full bottle on eBay for £475. And I was like, do you know what it is? Somebody will fucking buy that. And I was like, I would buy the Musk's Kublai Khan. I was like, but I don't even fucking like it. I was like, what am I doing? It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't even like it. It smells like fucking dry drains. You know, like not commercial drains. Fucking, it's not quite that bad. Like domestic drains. You know, if you get like a drain dries out, you know, and it just smells like dry shite. Stale, dry shite. That's what MKK smells like. It's rough as guts. Rich, that was overzealous. You're snatching up all those silver stems on Eugene's stream. I did it on Eugene's stream. I did it on my own stream. I did it in my own private time. There's the quick and the scentless. To me, MKK smells like sensual skin. That's it. Oof, not for me. Back from washing up, I overheard WD-40. There's a smells like WD-40 cologne. I spotted it on Sebastian's shelving. There is a perfume that smells like WD-40, and that's just Roby. In fact, but the problem is I don't have it. So the issue we have is that it is actually WD-40 that I'm smelling, and it's driving us fucking mental, and I'm going to have to go and say something. Give us a second. We'll see what she's got to say for herself. Man, have you been spraying WD-40 up yet? Have you sprayed some WD-40 up yet? Did the man spray any WD-40 up yet? It's not like smell in your room. I like the smell. Is there a smell of it outside? Like it's... I like the smell like it. There it is. It's there. As soon as I walk into my front room, it's right there. What the fuck? Something's wrong. I'm not a fan. Your mother's denied it flatly. She's denied it flatly, the crafty old woman. I reckon she has, like. There's definitely a smell of something. I know what I'll do. I'll combat it. I will combat it with Eau de Lavande by L'Occitane. Oh, that is a sensational perfume. Look at that. Look at the damage I've done to that. 300ml bottle as well, you know. Big unit. Big unit. I'm sure she's been spraying some fucking WD-40 up here. It stinks. What do you think is a fair price for Silver Stem? Guy on eBay wanting £245 for 50ml. No. Try that. Less than that for 100ml. It's outrageous. That's outrageous. It's outrageous. Less than that for 100ml. What do you think is a fair price? And it's that crew that came in to do some work. Rubbish. There were some people in here last week did some work, but I would have smelled it by now if it actually smelled of that. You know? If it had been that, I would have smelled it like the day I came back, which I didn't. That said I was ill. So maybe I couldn't smell anything because of that, you know? I'm scared your throat hurts from the 2,000 litres of Lavande, says Dropout. That's not why my throat hurt. My throat hurt because I take methotrexate and I pick up infections like you wouldn't believe. I think I'm going to ask about lowering my dose of methotrexate or upping my dose of antibiotics. But then antibiotics don't save you from a virus, you know, which is a shame. It's a big shame. Paid 135 for 50ml of Silver Stem, which I thought was reasonable. I think I paid about 100. I think I paid about 100 for 100ml. Anywhere between 100 and 130 for 100ml of the Silver Stem. It's very strange. It's very strange to me. Where did my Anuj go? Anuj. Where is Anuj? Anuj, where are you? Oh, there he is. So strange. I think Anuj might have some Silver Stem. Oh no, he hasn't. They've been sold. How sad. That was a couple of years ago now, Jesus. What a day. What a day. Watching hockey? Are you taking them up on the offer, Dijon? I'll send a sample of Amber Salt in 2 weeks. Of course, of you, Rich, to see what the fuzz is like. My first Serge. It's pretty great. It's the best amber that I've ever smelled by some considerable distance as well. There are other good ambers, but that to me just kind of typifies. That was the first time I smelled a fragrance and realised what fragrances could do. You know? I fucking love this stuff. Sprayed some on the top of my head and it's cold. Ooh. I can't get over Iris Silver Mist. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I love it. I love those vintage versions that Brooke's got, but I don't want to pay the prices that she could get for them. I ended up paying a lot of money for the Rose de Nuit and the Chergui, but I thought they were worth that to me, you know? So that's kind of what you've got to do with people, isn't it? It depends what it's worth to you. So, like, I've had some comments tonight saying, is this perfume worth this? Is this perfume worth that? I mean, who was it who was asking about the... Mikey Cole, do you think... What's a fair price for Silver Stem? It's $245 for 50 mil. I mean, if you're asking me, when I paid about half that for twice as much, no, but is it worth that to you? Have you ever smelled it before? Do you know what it smells like? You know? Do you know what it smells like? Are you initiated? Is that Brook of Saint-Celier? It is Brook of Saint-Celier. Silver Stem smells very elegant. It is. It's much more elegant than oh Jesus! It's just so good. It's so fucking good. It's frighteningly good. I've only got a little bit left there. It's just, if you're into the differences, if you know what the differences are, if it's that type of thing you're into, then the Silver Stem is the way to go. If you're not that bothered and don't mind a little bit more of a reproduction kind of thing, like quality reproduction, don't get us wrong, it's the same house, made by a very accomplished perfumer, if not as good as Polish. He still knows how to make a perfume, and he's made good perfumes before. Then the black stem version's very good and worth it, you know. And I've got plenty of them as well. But this is still king. The original is still king for me. What a fucking fragrance this is. It's a lot less ambery for me. It's a lot less thick, you know. Same garment. This is silk. Whereas the black stem is cotton. Once my Silver Stem is empty, I'll be content with black stem. Yeah, I wouldn't pay the prices people are asking for Silver Stem. Like, the price factor is just ridiculous. It's obscene. And that's what's wrong with the perfume market at the minute. The whole vintage thing, people are just fucking crazy. People can ask what they want, you know. Careful with the silver stem, as they have a tendency to turn if not properly stored, says Paroli. Yes, that's true. That's why I'm trying to burn through the rest of this as quickly as I possibly can. Oh, yeah, they do. They're a little bit lighter, you know. That fresh lavender bergamot thing at the top, which is not usual compared to the black stem. Wasn't it a case of Dior recreating it from the ground up so they own the formula, not the oil house? Yeah, essentially. Same perfume, different perfumer, different oils, not made as well, frankly. Simply, it's simple as that. It wasn't made as well, you know? It just wasn't blended as well. It wasn't as intricate, wasn't as elegant, wasn't as superior. That of other people in the back, says Divine. Most of the Serge Lutens are class. Thank you, Divine. I knew you would. I knew you would like them. And I'm glad you like them. But yeah, the principle of paying extra for certain vintages of certain things to that degree is bonkers. You know? It's excuse me. It's crazy, you know? Foro Noir is one of the rare 10 out of 10 for me, says Paroli. Well, I can get you a vintage Foro Noir. I can't remember what Foro Noir smells like, though. Where is it? Foro Noir. Foro Noir, lavender, almond. Sweet. The perfume is composed of lavender, tonka, musk, smoke. I don't know what I fucking like the sound of that, to be honest with you. Oh my god. I looked at Foro Noir and fucking the second review that popped up was fucking JJ's fucking face. Oh my god. Put your face away, man. The average vintage Palais Royal has 5 hours longevity on and intimate sillage. I mean, not on me. They've got outrageous fucking performance on me. Really good performance. Like, surprisingly good. Oh, I actually took this bottle down to Leeds with me, the Dior Homme Silver Stem. I took it down and I sprayed it when I left. I sprayed it when I got there. Hung around with Alan and Wes for a couple hours. Had some tea and it was lovely. And then when I left, I sprayed it on. And then I got home and didn't spray it on again because I just wanted to go to bed, which I did. Foro Noir, you'd love it, I'm sure. It's one of those special perfumes, smells ultra high quality even compared to other Serges, says Paroli. Outrageous. Divine, I don't take you seriously anyway, so spaced out, says. I mean, I'm going through Serge Lutens samples actively and there's like 5 good ones there, says Divine. Who is a fan of Initio and Zerjoff. But so we'll just leave that there. I know the Dior story, but what was with the GGA Spain versus UK difference? So many twists. I don't know. I think Paroli knows, but I don't know. I got a good amount, around 8 hours on Palais Lutens, says Peter. Peter, do you want to try some of that Rose de Nuit that I'm getting? I'll send you some of I want. I must. The amount of samples I've told Peter I'll send him and then just fucking never do. And I'm like, Peter, I hope you're keeping a fucking record of this. Do you know what I mean? Most of them are horrendous, says Divine, but the worst ones are either sandalwood or cumin lime. Whole Serge Lutens catalogue smells outdated, like my grandma's attic. Do you know what I think on that point? I think Serge Lutens almost smell outdated when they come out. They definitely, it's like I said, they exist outside of time and space. They don't do trends at all. Like, they're completely devoid of trend. It's crazy. There's nothing fashionable about them whatsoever, which makes them infinitely fashionable. Serge and Tom Ford did a lot for perfumery, whatever you want to say. Mikey Cole says, would you not part with one of your bottles of Silver Stem, Mitch? No. I'll pay whatever you're asking. Don't say things like that. People will have you doing all sorts. Plus, I'm just up the road in Glasgow. Ah, Scott. Mikey Cole, see that bottle there that's on stream? On there, right? There's about 5 mil left in there. I will sell you it for 30 quid shipped. It is yours, 30 quid shipped, and then you can try it. You can try it and decide whether you think it's worth spending money on. I don't even know if it's worth 30 quid shipped, that, to be honest with you. Let's have a look at it. Is it? Probably not, to be honest. Yeah, problem's going to be the shipping, like. Have you ever tried it before? I'm just finding it murder to get a hold of. You will continue to. There's never going to be some kind of shipment of it ever come up with, like, you know what I mean? Even though Dior make a lot of bottles, they also sell a lot of bottles. And they move through stuff really quick, so it's really difficult. It's really difficult to like find even the stuff that even at like. So, what am I trying to say? You're going to find it ever more difficult to get a hold of stuff like Silver Stem in the future. Tomorrow's fucking Silver Stem is going to be impossible because Dior have got such tight leashes on their stuff, as have Chanel. YSL are tightening the reins. They're all tightening the supply lines now. So all these bottles that you see here are from like independents, and you just don't get them anymore. Oh. Some Serge smell really outdated, I would agree. Others are timeless classic. Serge Noir, a bitter, sweaty shirt feel. Nasty. Serge Noir is not very nice. Fleur d'Oranger, I'm not a fan of that. Santa Majuscule. Santa Majuscule is a beautiful, beautiful perfume. I love outdated, take me far away from current times. Yeah, the only reason they're not one is because they're not as bad as Hamdani from Mali. I thought Furrow was nice, says James. Why would anyone worry about smelling outdated when up to date is crap? Quite. I've not been able to score a made in the UK bottle yet. There was a small run made in the UK when it was released. The main spin version seems lighter, but need to confirm, says Paroli. Shuggy last show, but most of them don't. I have Born in 1834 on today. That doesn't last or project. Feeling Agile, same. La Vierge de Fer. You're comparing them to like to today's modern chemical warfare stuff, though. You know, They don't throw across the room because they don't contain these horrible fucking chemicals that the Parfums de Marly's and the Xerjoffs and the Clive Christians do. They're like properly made perfumes. Perfumes are not about performance. That is bro bullshit, says Spaced Out. Yes, it is fantastic stuff, says Antonio. I'd rather smell modern, unoriginal crap and say I've smelled this 100 times skip it than smell scents I associate with old folk and think if I wear this, I'm going to be unique. Agree, but it's nice to have some degree of longevity, says Peter. Hello, everyone. Rich, hope you feel better. I am feeling better, thank you. I'm currently going through the samples. They're all Palais Royale official samples. I've tried it, yes, it's lovely, but I understand it's no problem. I wouldn't want to sell it either. No, I'm not selling full bottles, like. Feeling like you're respectable. Shaggy, Louvre, maybe Jeu de Peau. I love Jeu de Peau. Hello, Omar. Duchamp. Finding Silver Stem tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. You're gonna struggle. Scent of the day is Hermes Galop. Someone knows this is being discontinued. I cannot find a refill. Oh no. Feminité Dubois is good. I heard the original Feminité Dubois was better. Gallo is discontinued. Yes. Is it? Is it? That is upsetting because that is a good leather. I like Gallo. I will not wear something just so girls can think I smell great. I refuse to be that needy. Just wear what you feel like truly wearing. Hermes Gallo discontinued, says Peter. Just heard a little shriek in the distance there. Violette Valenca is better. I really like Violette Valenca. I was talking to somebody about it today. I really, really like that, but it's not something I would wear. In days gone by, it's the type of perfume I would have bought just because I thought it smelled nice, but I would never wear it. I would never wear it, which is a shame. Oh, man, I'll be starting to wear this soon. Von Pavarot. DJ says, looking at Gallo on the website right now, says DJ. And it was in store as well. Frightening. I think I have a bottle of Sultan. I think I have a Sultan of Amber Sultan still in the drawer yet to get to it. I've smelled 20 Serge Lutens so far and have another 15. Although those little scratching samples, they're not like spray samples, are they? I remember Dava and Jay doing a video on Fragrance Bros years ago where they had the Serge Lutens samples and they were like little waxy samples. They were crazy. Little spray samples, outrageous. They're not the vintage samples then. They might be from Palais Royale, but they're not. Yeah, the wax samples are the old-fashioned ones. I don't think they ever did 1 mil samples back in the day. Those wax samples were mental, weren't they? Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Yes, I see the 50 mil on the side, but I cannot find a refill anywhere after a pair of months, says Omar. Hermes Boutique in San Diego has all the stuff people claim was discontinued. Brinda Eglise, Bellamy, Vetiver, etc. Could just be old stock, though. But then it might just be that they're not discontinued either. And the thing is, you can't ask. None of the fucking sales associates know. You know what I mean? You can go to 3 different stores and get 3 different bloody answers, man. It's like, what you fucking talking about, man? Just fucking tell us. Why doesn't anybody know anything? You know what I mean? It's an absolute nightmare, like. Girl told me I smell like an old woman wearing Gucci Guilty Absolute. So yeah, wear what you want. Most people have zero clue, says Baroli. That girl might need psychological evaluation if she thinks that fucking Gucci Guilty Absolute, unless she associates the smell of bandages with old people, you know, which, I mean, to be fair, Gallo has a ton of fruit and rose and leather in the background. I think Gallo's really nice, like. Hermes Boutique in San, I've read that. Violet Valenka is better than Gallo, which I sold, says Tim. The only time Hermes ever gave me anything is when I asked for the leather cord for the cap, and what were you wanting to do with that leather cord, Peter Kokorin? The Hermes S ones are actually gone, says DJ. Gallo is not, however. Paroli, I agree. Why wear something for the masses who don't know about frags? Just wear what you like. Grandma Guilty Absolute. Gucci Grandma Absolute. Everybody should just wear what they like and be happy with it, you know? Yeah, I think discontinued on Muge, Brenda Rigley's Vanille Galant and Paprika Brazil. Vanille Galant smells like ice cream. Thought it was quite nice, but it just a piece marine shit. It's a shit version of Eau de Hermes, to be honest. I just feel obligated to give you an answer, whether factual or not. Yes, that's definitely a thing as well. As long as they say it with confidence, then they'll just tell you whatever you want to fucking hear. Like, it's in their minds you're trying to get into, not noses, their consciousness. Sales associates are there. It's mostly there to make a buck. They're on any only need to know basis. Hello, Michael Harness, how are you? Gallo is not discontinued as an available in 50ml stirrup and 125ml bottles on the Hermes site. Waiting for the weekend to buy a bottle for my birthday. I was leaning 40 knots, but Jouvois doesn't have stock, so now I need to figure out what I'm buying, says Divine. Happy birthday. Will you be 30? It's all downhill from there, you know. It's all downhill from 30, mate. Oof. Oof. To be fair, it was all downhill from about 26 for me. But there we are, you know. Lily is sending me messages. Sending me nudes of hairy pussies. That's outrageous. Lily, I'm sending that to absolutely everybody. You pervert. Lily was out getting drunk and propositioning random strangers last night, apparently. Middle-age crisis include I'm going to buy a sports car and go bald. Well, I went bald when I was 19. Peter Kokorin's 53 this week. Oh no, Peter. It's everybody's birthday this week. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday, Peter. Is Gallup on the US website? I know it has been removed here for a while, says Paroli. I really like Kneza Sack. Smelling it right now. It's amazing, says Duchamp. Middle-aged 30. Happy birthday, says Michael. Rich ages and dinosaur years. Pictures from Lily, says Gillen, singing a song. Why does Jouvois in London have the shortest curation ever? Shitest curation. Ah, yes, they've got such weird... they don't have very good fragrances, and the ones that do, like, they don't have, like, a lot of good houses, right? And the houses that do have, they haven't got any of the good perfumes. You know what I mean? Oh. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. That's all I can smell is fucking WD-40 in this fucking house. Who has been spraying WD-40? Bastards. I doubt I'll go bald before 50, if ever, just not in the genes, it seems. Richosaurus. Lily says, stop it, Rich. I had drinks, yes, but I'm not a whore. Don't spread rumours. Lily, you just sent me a picture of your balding pussy. It was white and all over that man's jumper. Outrageous. I see it on UK website, but nowhere in North America. I would grab a bottle now before it's completely gone, says Paroli. Alexander Lawson, welcome. Greetings and solutions. Scent of the day is Creed's Green Irish Tweed, early 2000s. Welcome, Alexander Lawson. I hope you're enjoying it. Javois in the UK sells Grossmith, whereas Javois Paris doesn't, says Sandra. Ugh. I think 80's Signature is my next purchase. I've been really liking it, says James. All depends on what house you break into. Pardon? Happy 30th, Divine, says Tim Wilcox. Welcome, Laura G. 75ml Lidge Eau Extreme on Perfumani for $950. Eugene very kindly sent me a bottle of that for free, and it's over here. And I've been threatening to wear it for days now, but I haven't worn it. I will send you the Lily picture. Look at that. Laura says, how was your first stream back? Are we all overjoyed? We are delighted. We are delighted. Houses don't have good frags. I see. Mother lubing herself up, says Peter. Your paddock is spilled somewhere on the carpet. It is not. It is safely up there. In fact, I will put it inside a hoo jar. I will put it inside a drawer so it cannot fall out or collapse or be destroyed before me and Galen do a stream on Saturday and talk about it. It smelled like coconuts today. Coconut and the beach. Coconut on the beach or coconut and the beach. I could just sneeze, says Michael. We are all delighted. We are all delighted that I am back. We are all delighted that I am back. I am delighted that I am back. I might do a video tomorrow. Maybe not. I was going to do a video today, but I didn't. I wore Beach Day. What fragrance is Beach Day? B-Day. Does anyone have any good news or exciting things to share that we have missed, says Laura. Yes, the people would like to hear good news. There is lots of bad news around, so if anyone has any good news, that'll be nice, you know? Alexander Lawson says, how would you recommend is the best way to sell perfumes? I have rare, discontinued, Creed and others. I don't know how to go about it. eBay seems like a wide shot, Craigslist, etc. Facebook groups are apparently a really good way, although I don't have Facebook. What else? Facebook groups. eBay is quite good, but it depends where you are because your shipping laws are going to... I mean, to be fair, it's going to depend where you are, full stop. Because if you're in the UK, you literally can't ship perfume outside of the country, which is a fucking nightmare, you know? It's an absolute joke, like. Facebook group, says Peter. Yeah. But you're not going to get as high a price if you go on the Facebook groups, though. But those old rare, like, discontinued Creeds and stuff, they're going to be hard to sell. They're going to be easy to sell, but you're not going to get as high a price if you go on places like Facebook groups and stuff. And people do fuck about on eBay. They do. There was a guy who bought a Queer Intense off me, and he was an absolute cunt, like... He blatantly just wanted to smell it. And then he was like accused us of being fake. And at that point I could have strangled the cunt, like. But he didn't. He just wanted to get it, smell it, and then send it back, the shit cunt. He was like, oh, it's in a different bottle, the one in the shop. And I was like, aye, because they've just changed the bottles, you freak. Pretty sure I called him a nonce. Hope I called him a nonce. I should have called him a fucking nonce. Speaking of eBay, I've just been offered a bottle of Melt My Heart, a 100ml. They want £425 for it. Well, that would be nice, wouldn't it? You know what the problem is, though, don't you? I paid £250 for it not 6 months ago. Dickhead. I'll make you a counter offer. Oh. Oh, will I? Your bottle of Strange Love, is it sealed? I'll make a counter offer. I'll send you it for $275. Want to make me fucking... Richard, be positive, leave the naughty words. I wasn't happy with the person for fucking me about, and they were being nasty dildos. So I called them a nasty dildo. Thank you. I have a full bottle of Santal Imperial and half a bottle of Cuir de Russie. Outrageous. Can you ship them to America? Because I know a couple of people who will... I know a couple of people who would probably be interested in those. Santal Imperial. Yes, but we leave the naughty words. I do like to use naughty words a lot. It makes me... Oh, you're in America. Oh, fuck no. Stick around. Leave it a comment on the stream after it's finished in a couple of minutes. I will have a word with some people. If you're in America, you should be able to ship outside the country, no problem. Like, I was thinking because of your name, this is outrageous. I was thinking because of your name, you might be in Scandinavia. How it's not xenophobic, is it? Is it racist? What is that? It's some kind of ism. Full of isms. Hello, Rachel. How are you? Listening in for a few minutes. A few minutes is all we have, I'm afraid. Bass Notes has a seller's form. I don't think they do. No, DJ says they don't, not anymore, Peter. Yeah. Bass Notes is on its arse these days. Presumptive. Yes, presumptive might be the word. Oh, hello, Rachel. Yes, but we leave the note. I'm in America. Baymax has little ears. He has massive ears, to be fair. Let's be honest. By nature, all dildos are nasty. Yes. All dildos are nasty. Oh, I'm not going to tell. I was listening to a guy talking about shenanigans the other day. I'm not going to talk about that, actually. On the internet. Speaking of dildos, I will start as I will end as I started, with my banana out. And this is what I shall be snacking on after the stream is over. I've brought this. Laura G, it was not your husband, strangely enough. It was a man on the internet, and he was talking about things that go on in strange places with strange people. Well, I shall be eating this banana. And you are not talking about it because I am here. No, that's not why. No, it's not why. I will tell you what it was afterwards, and you will see why I will not. Why I will not talk about it. Rich, do you have any Serges sealed in a box? I've got dozens of Serges sealed in a box. Realised I must have about 20 or 30 Serge Lutens backups, at least. And yeah, most of them are sealed. Potassium for stamina, says Mike. There shall be no stamina. I'll be going to bed after this. It's 10 o'clock. I'm an old man these days, man. Yes, that's a bit unripe. It's not. This is how I like to eat my banana. I don't like it to have too many brown bits on it, you know. That's another ism as well. I shall be going to jail soon. I've been in one of those weird Berlin places. You know, if you leave them right, so the nutritional quality of a banana changes like the different stages of ripeness. So if you let it get too ripe, it turns into pure sugar. But if you eat it, the greener it is, the more fiber it's got. You know. And you're weird. I can say that, says Laura G, without risking her job. You know. It's been a fucking year, says Phil Stevens. Don't go, I just got here, says Galen. What are we shipping? Perfumes, Michael. Have you ever eaten a banana in public while making eye contact with someone? No, and nor do I intend to. That's outrageous. An outrageous suggestion. It's a good way for a man to get his face punched. I eat kiwis with the skin, says DJ. Fact duck bananas master, says Michael. Pop quiz, which in the banana do you peel from? This end. The banana returned. The banana is back. It's neon. It looks a lot more green than it actually is on screen. I'm looking at it now. The screen is adding a lot of green. Horrendously awkward. Rich hasn't told any of you that this is actually his third banana. He already ate the previous two. I didn't eat the previous two. Was it? What was it? It was when I went to the bathroom before. I had a Freddo. I had a Freddo, one of those tiny little chocolate frogs, which was delightful. And on that note, friends, I am going because I'm tired and this banana is calling my name. And so, we have returned tonight. I have not extinguished. I have not perished. It has been fun. We will do more streams as the week progresses. And on Saturday, me and Galen will do an unboxing because Galen is too scared to do a live stream through the week. And we will do a live stream and we will unbox our paddocks. In the meantime, thank you very much. Thank you for watching, for liking, keeping me company, and I will see you all again soon. Bye-bye.